The U.S. topped 1.8 million cases of the coronavirus and passed 107,000 deaths. The state of Florida reported 1,300 new infections, one of its largest one-day surges. But Governor Ron DeSantis said it is because testing capacity is improving.
Now, the virus isn't gone. I think that we're testing a lot. We are identifying cases, particularly in prisons, amongst agriculture workers, amongst areas where you have a lot of congregation, close quarters for a long period of time. And so we're going to continue to keep an eye on that.
Overseas, the British government said that it will mandate a 2-week self-quarantine on anyone arriving from abroad. In the U.S. presidential campaign, former Vice President Joe Biden is now within a few dozen delegates of clinching the Democratic presidential nomination. He swept Tuesday's primaries in 7 states and the District of Columbia. We'll look at that and the other headlines from the primaries later in the program. Republican Party leaders made it official today. Parts of the GOP convention will take place this August in Charlotte, North Carolina, as planned. But in an unusual move, President Trump will give his acceptance speech in a city yet to be determined. North Carolina's Democratic Governor, Roy Cooper, has said that pandemic concerns make a full-scale convention very unlikely. Former Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein conceded today that there were mistakes in the probe of the 2016 Trump campaign and its alleged ties to Russia. He said he would not have approved surveillance of campaign aide Carter Page if he had known of problems with the warrant. But at a U.S. Senate hearing, Rosenstein defended tapping Robert Mueller to lead the investigation, and he insisted the probe was not corrupt.
I was concerned that the public would not have confidence in the investigation. I decided that appointing a special counsel was the best way to complete the investigation appropriately and to promote public confidence in its conclusions.
The Mueller probe found the Russians did try to interfere with the 2016 election. It did not allege a criminal conspiracy with the Trump campaign. President Trump's doctor reports that he remains healthy based on his latest physical exams. Today's statement also says that the president had no ill effects from taking hydroxychloroquine for 2 weeks to help ward off COVID-19. However, a major new study today in the New England Journal of Medicine said the drug has no effect on the coronavirus. The Trump administration will ban 4 Chinese airlines from flying to the U.S. That announcement comes after Beijing refused to let United and Delta Airlines resume flights to China as the pandemic has subsided there. Before the pandemic, there were about 325 flights a week between the two nations. And on Wall Street, stocks pushed higher again on growing optimism that the economy can recover quickly. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 527 points to close near 26,270. The Nasdaq rose 74 points, and the S&P 500 added 42. It is now near its all-time high set earlier this year. Still to come on the NewsHour, we examine police practices that often target people of color and possible reforms. A study of how systemic racial bias can be addressed one family at a time. Plus, the critical takeaways from another primary election day in America.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.